Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. I haven't really been uploading for a bit for anyone that cares, but I've just been getting busy with everything but now I'm back, so I'm ready to upload this YouTube video and to, get it back to rolling. I don't think it's been that long. Maybe it's been like 13 days, which is around 2 weeks, but that's not that bad. Also, just so you guys know, I did get kind of a new microphone, or I guess like a recording thing, which is what I'm using right now. So I'm hoping this is better than my other mic, because I know my other mic can be a little staticky at times. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be a little bit better. Just let me know in the comments if you notice a difference or if you like this or the other one, and I'll just go based off that. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. It's enough yapping. Today I will be reading some Am I the Asshole stories, and I'll just be giving my opinion on them. So without further ado, let's begin. Am I the asshole for firing my mom from childcare over a $5 class? My husband and I have a 16-month-old daughter, Ellie. I just went back to work part-time and I had my mom watching Ellie 2 days a week. Ellie goes to this little toddler class through our rec center twice a week. It's a 2-hour class and every class has free play, a circle time with story and a song, and an art project. During free play, the kids have 4 different table stations that they could visit, including an art table, a corner of the room with cars, trucks, and trains, the dramatic play area, the book area, the block area, and the patio. The patio has 2 water tables, 2 playhouses, a sandbox, tricycles, and little trike cars. Each class is only $5, and parents and caregivers are required to stay and supervise their children. Ellie loves this class. She's addicted to the chalkboards there and is starting to approach other babies. She does taste test every foam block in the room and has eaten her fair share of crayons and finger paint, on top of drenching herself in water and then rolling around in the sandbox, covering herself in paint. But it's nothing that cannot be solved with just a change of clothes and hosing her off. I love how great this class is for her development. She's starting to show the names of colors, and she can sit down and play with toys for longer stretches. My mom hates these toddler classes. She describes it as chaos and insists that a walk around the block or a trip to the library is just as good, if not better, for her development and is much less messy. I still insisted that she take Ellie, which she agreed to, and then stop talking behind my back. I only noticed when I realized we haven't gotten art projects back in a while that my mom wasn't actually taking her anymore. Since she lied to me about this and where she's been going with my daughter, I refuse to take her back to her. I have fired my mom from babysitting, and I hired a college student to stay with her while I'm working. Now my mom is upset that I'm restricting her access to her granddaughter and leaving her with a stranger, which is the one thing she was trying to prevent by babysitting my daughter for me. Now I want to know if I was the asshole for firing my mom and not having Ellie see her nearly as much over a $5 class. Oh, I guess this is a bit of an interesting one, because at the end of the day, I'm going to start with this. At the end of the day, I think that whatever decisions are made for her daughter should be her choice, and her husband, of course, because it is her child. And I guess I feel like a lot of grandparents, I guess, probably want to be a big part of their granddaughter's life. And they probably also think they know better than the parents, because they raised children from adolescents to adults, obviously, because now that they're grandparents. So they probably do have a fair share of experience, and they probably do think they know a lot, which is probably why her mom went behind her back in the first place, which I'm not saying is acceptable at all. I don't think that's acceptable. So I do think that the mom is not right for this one, at least. I can get slightly, I'm not saying she's right, but I guess I can see the grandma's probably thinking in her own head, like, I've grown up and I've raised so many children. I know what's best for children, and I think my way's better, because she probably thinks her children turn out well, right? So she's probably just thinking, I'm going to do it my way, and then that's it. So I guess I can kind of see the grandma, but at the same time, it's really wrong to do that, especially lying about that to the daughter's mom. That's not the right thing to do. So I think in this situation, the mom is not the asshole for firing her, especially because she did talk to her and her mom was lying to her and everything. So Maybe if they get back on the same page, the mother or the grandmother can get back to babysitting and all. But I do think it was the right choice to take her out, because that class also seems really cool, and it seems like something that would definitely help the baby's social skills in the future, and maybe help just all their skills in general, because it seems like they have a lot of stuff. It's really nice, actually. So I do get why the mom is pretty upset after this, and I don't think she's the asshole. Am I the asshole for sending my child to my ex in thrift store or cheap clothes? My ex-wife has our child every weekend, and I have them during the week. I make more than my ex, and I make it a point to have nice clothes for our child at our house. I have primary custody, so no child support is paid to her. I'll call my ex Jen and my kid Alex. Whenever I pick up Alex from Jen's apartment, I wash the clothes they're wearing and send it back to Jen when she sees Alex on the weekend. Usually I put them in Alex's backpack. They're not the best clothes, they're kind of cheap or really worn. My issue started when Alex's clothes that they were wearing, when I dropped them off, that they would disappear. I didn't really notice at the beginning, but when the closet started to get empty, I really did notice. I asked Jen where the clothes are going and if she could send them back. It caused so many problems. She went to her lawyer and claimed that they were her clothes and that she bought them and I have no right to them. I had to pull out all of my receipts of me buying them. It was a whole thing which cost way too much money because our lawyers were involved. In the end, she was told to return the clothes. After that, I've been dressing our child in the clothes she sent him in, which don't look the best, or in thrift clothes that I don't care about disappearing. I got a text about how I'm cruel for doing this and I should just let her keep Alex's clothes I sent him in because I make more money. I told Jen that if she wants nicer clothes to go buy some. She has the money because she makes decent money. I find it pretty ridiculous that she tried to steal his whole closet when she makes choices to go on vacations instead of buying nice clothes for our kids. I was renting to my sister and she called me petty and to just give her some clothes. Should I? This is another interesting story. I'm going to start off by just saying I definitely think that this guy, or I think it's a guy, or whatever they are, the poster, I think that they're not in the wrong at all. Because they went out of their way to spend the money that they made on the child to have them have good clothes. And it's okay for the clothes to go to the ex, and then the ex can, I guess the baby can wear them, or the child can wear them while they're at the ex's or whatever. But the clothes should at least come back. The clothes shouldn't just disappear. That's definitely wrong. I'd understand maybe if the ex, well, I don't know their situation. Maybe she wouldn't do this, but I was going to say maybe she should ask to borrow clothes if it's such an issue, or if she needs clothes, or if she wants something better for the child. But if anything, she only sees the child on weekends, and she does get the clothes that the child comes in. So I don't think that should be a big issue. I don't know. I don't think it should be a big issue. I feel like rather than this poster being petty, I think that the ex is being petty by stealing the clothes. I think it's some sort of resentment towards this poster and the child, so that's why they're stealing the clothes. There's also an edit here to clear up some questions that some people had. Edit. Alex doesn't care, I've asked. He's 11, and my kid tell me that when it's time to head home, the only clothes that are other crappy ones. The ones he put to get washed just vanish. An example of this is a nice coat he wore everywhere, but when it's time to head back, Jen rushes him out without a coat. Sometimes they do show up again, sometimes not at the house. Alex just said that he won't go to school in these types of clothes, which is fine because he doesn't. I get Alex back before Monday school. Jen drops him off at 8 on Sunday. Also, it's not like Alex is going out on the weekend to see his friends because Jen refuses to drive Alex. That's why Alex couldn't do the sport he wanted, because Jen refused to drive him to the weekend practices or games. Yes, I'm trying to get full custody. We wouldn't be here if she was just normal and sent back the clothes. What happens to the clothes? Some stayed at home, some were given out to family or sold online, and others came back damaged. Yeah, with this edit, I'm definitely even more on this guy's side. The fact that, Jen just seems like a bad person in general. The fact that she won't send back the clothes. She won't even take this kid to play sports, which is kind of a big thing for kids. She won't even let this kid hang out with friends. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess the only thing I was worried about is, what would the kid wear? And, would the kid be okay with wearing these clothes? But if the kid's not going anywhere and he himself said he doesn't care, then obviously I don't think it's a big issue or anything like that. I think is, yeah, I don't think this guy's being petty whatsoever. That ex she's really interesting. The fact that she's keeping the clothes and trying to sell them for extra money, I don't know. And it really doesn't seem like she cares about the kid that much, because she won't take him to the sport practices or games, and she's keeping the nice clothes so that he doesn't have them. So I just don't think that she cares about the kid. She probably just wanted like extra money to go on more vacations, like he was saying. That's probably true. And a lot of the comments, they do kind of agree with me that this person is not the asshole, because it's just a nice thing to wash the clothes and give it back. And if you want nice clothes, just buy them yourself. And a lot of them are agreeing that the ex is probably just trying to get back at this poster or the kid or something like that. Because why would you, it's like one thing for her to steal the clothes and just have them at her place for the kid. It's another thing to be giving them out and like selling them online and everything like that. That's too much. That's like, I mean, it was already too much, and that's just adds more to it, you know? Anyways, that will be the last story for this video, guys. Let me know if you had the same opinions with me or not. Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know how this mic is. The way I'm doing it is, I was using like a gaming headset before next to my laptop, which was kind of, I could hear the static, which was kind of loud, so I didn't like it. But I'm trying to use my microphone inside of my closet, and I don't know how well this is working, but let me know in the comments, because this is like a new thing. I'm trying to sound better, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.